crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba, Canada. Welcome to WTF Wednesday, What's the Fold? Every Wednesday I will be highlighting a fun fold, and today's is fairly quick and easy. I'm using Balmy Blue and also the Light and Airy Designer Series paper, which is free during celebration until the end of February 2024. If you're in Canada and would like to shop with me, please click the link down below. And if you'd like a catalog, pop me an email and I will be happy to help you. For this card, it's actually pretty straightforward. I'm just cutting a base that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is going to fit into our standard envelope. And then I'm going to do an 8 1/2 by 3 inch, 8 1/2 by 3 inch. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4, which is going to give us our card piece. So our card is going to fit together like this because this is 3 inches. This is 5 1/2. We are going to do 2 strips and then a piece of the Designer Series paper. So let me just go through here and see which one I'm going to use today. Let's see, I think we'll do this one. It's got a nice pattern on both sides. So we're going to do a 1 inch strip by 4, 1 inch strip by 4, and then this little piece is going to go into the scrap bin for my Scrap Attack Sunday video, and then we're going to do a 4 inch by 2 3/4 inch strip. Actually, I measured that wrong because this paper is directional. I should have paid attention to the direction. So we'll do 4 inches this way. And then we'll just trim down this side to 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut it there at 3 so I don't cut off any part of the bird. And then we're going to trim this so that we have both of our birds fairly intact. And then we're just going to get to the assembly, grab our bone folder, make a nice sharp crease. And then when we place, our cardstock, we're going to aim for center. And because there is going to be movement on this piece, I'm adding a little bit more adhesive than what I normally would. Excuse me. Okay, and then now you can assemble this. Actually, I am going to assemble it that way. I'm going to add our strips first, and then that'll help me with the placement of our card sentiment piece. For the sentiment, I'm going to be using heartfelt hexagons as well as the hexagon punch. Okay, so I'm going to do this slightly, centered, as close to centered as I can. And then we're going to lay this one. And then when we place this guy, we'll be able to center it into our other pieces. Give it a good smush down. And then we're just going to add our bird piece on top. I really love the pattern on this paper. Actually, no, that pattern doesn't really work going that way. All right, and now we are going to grab a piece of our balmy blue, make sure it fits our punch before we punch, and then I like the stamp set. It's got a couple of different frames for the hexagon. It's got just the dots and then the dots with the line, and several choices too for sentiments. And there's loads of the Stampin' Up! Sentiments that will also fit. So yeah, you can just trial and error it. Sorry, the dog is trying to get into my craft room. All right, so I've got Azure Afternoon for this one. I was going to use, actually I think I'll use that for the sentiment as well. I was going to use the Lemon Lolly, but changed my mind on that one. And then just tap, tap, tap very gently into the ink pad so it doesn't give us a halo. And then you want to hear that snap when you close your ink pad. And then we're going to do our punch. And to punch, line it up so that you can see, and so that there's mostly the same spacing all the way around. I like to give it just a little bit of a push before I punch, just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And then punch out your sentiment. Let's see, pop it up on some dimensionals today. And then let's see where we're going to put this. Don't really want to cover up the birds, so place it right there. And then let's see what we've got in the hidey hole for some embellishments. So many choices. Actually, you know what? I think we're just going to use the basic rhinestones today. And I cleaned out my craft space. I found my Take Your Pick tool, but then it's gone on vacation again. So I'm just going to place a few rhinestones around. I like odd numbers when I'm doing my embellishments, so I'm going to do, whoops, I'm going to do 5 here. So there you go. Fairly quick, fairly simple for our first WTF Wednesday. What's the fold? Don't forget, every Wednesday I will be posting a new fun fold for you to try. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you're notified every single time a brand new video goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.